In the heart of the city's underworld lies the Shadow Port, a clandestine hub where triads orchestrate their illicit logistics. Operating under the cover of night, this port handles everything from smuggled electronics to narcotics. Cranes move silently, loading containers with hidden compartments. The port's strategic location, often near legitimate trade routes, allows seamless blending into global supply chains. Authorities remain oblivious, as bribes and threats ensure silence. This is where power is measured not in manpower, but in control over invisible routes. Behind unmarked doors, the Triad's logistics are plotted in the map room. Walls are lined with detailed world maps, traced with red threads marking smuggling routes. Key hubs, ports, airports, and border crossings are highlighted. Analysts, often former military, assess risks and optimize paths using real-time data. This room is the brain of the operation, where routes are more valuable than any individual. A single change here can redirect millions in contraband, proving that in the underworld, information is the ultimate currency. Under cover of darkness, a convoy of unmarked trucks moves like ghosts through the city. These vehicles, modified for silence and speed, carry contraband from the Shadow Port to distribution hubs. Drivers communicate via encrypted radios, changing routes dynamically to avoid checkpoints. Each truck is a link in a chain that spans continents. The Triads invest more in these vehicles than in their drivers. Routes are eternal, but people are replaceable. This is logistics as warfare, where the battlefield is the supply chain. Hidden in plain sight, the Warehouse Labyrinth is where smuggled goods are stored and redistributed. Rows of identical crates stretch into the darkness, each tagged with QR codes linking to encrypted manifests. Workers, unaware of the contents, move with robotic efficiency. The Triads use these warehouses as temporary nodes, never holding stock long enough to attract attention. Here, logistics is a game of speed and precision. The faster goods move, the less vulnerable the operation. In the digital shadows, deals are sealed with cryptographic precision. Using blockchain and encrypted messaging apps, buyers and sellers negotiate without ever meeting. Payments are made in untraceable cryptocurrencies, and contracts are self-executing smart codes. The Triads have adopted these technologies faster than governments can regulate them. This is the new frontier of illicit trade, where trust is algorithmically enforced and logistics is decentralized, global, and unstoppable. Betrayal in the underworld is met with swift retribution. A courier who attempted to divert a shipment lies lifeless in a back alley. His identification papers, now blood-stained, are left as a warning. The Triads tolerate no weaknesses in their logistics network. This brutal efficiency ensures loyalty. Every link in the chain knows the price of failure. Here, power is maintained not through fear of individuals, but through the inexorable logic of the system. The police storm a warehouse, only to find it empty. The raid, tipped off by a rival faction, was a diversion. The Triads had already rerouted their cargo through alternate channels. This cat-and-mouse game is a constant in the underworld. Authorities chase shadows, while the real operation adapts in real time. The lesson is clear. In logistics, flexibility is power, and the Triads are always one step ahead. With the old route compromised, the Triads negotiate for a new path. Using pirate radios and coded language, they secure passage through a rival's territory. The price is steep, a percentage of future shipments, but necessary. The logistics network is a living organism, constantly evolving. This adaptability is why the Triads endure. Routes may change, but the flow of power never stops. Control over logistics routes sparks internal strife. In a boardroom turned battleground, factions clash over territory. Knives are drawn, and blood stains a contract dividing shipping lanes. The Triads understand that logistics is the lifeblood of their empire. Whoever controls the routes controls the wealth. And in this world, power is never given, only taken. The cycle begins anew at another Shadow Port. Cranes load containers, trucks depart, and the Triad's logistics machine hums back to life. The players may change, but the routes remain. This is the underworld's immutable law. Cultivate roots, not people. For as long as goods need to move, power will belong to those who control the invisible highways of the illicit trade.